What is up, guys? Dirk here. Happy February the 1st. So the monthly candle has just closed, and this is going to be an update on the monthly candles. Now, yesterday I made an update with the weekly situation, so I'm not going to cover that in too much detail, but I want to keep you updated here with that monthly close and the potential outlook for the month ahead. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below, smash the like button, and let's dive straight into it. So looking at the Bitcoin monthly returns, January closed. It was a big green monthly candle, 39.63%. And it's actually one of the biggest Januaries that we've had. Actually, the second biggest one since 2013 for Bitcoin. So that was really, really nice to see. But of course, we are not in the clear just yet. Okay, I'm going to show you the charts in a second. So you can see over here also, February has tended to be green. You can see there's only two red Februaries since 2013. That was in 2014 and it was in 2020, single digit over here. So the historic performance for Bitcoin in February favors green, favors more upside, and hopefully we're also going to see that this year. So let's dive over into the monthly chart over here on Bitstamp. It is the nicest chart to use because it has the most data going back. And you can see we've got this big green candle that we haven't had in a very long time, actually since the previous bull market. This whole bear market, basically since November 2021, we have not had a candle of this size. And you can see this was a full body candle for the most part. So it wasn't just a pump within the week that pulled back. This shows strength from the bulls. The bears were not yet able to step in and push that down before the close. So that is a good sign. But as you can see over here, we have the 50 moving average on the monthly here. And you can see going back that this has historically always been support for any sort of pullback. It was support over here for the 2018 bear market. It ended up just wicking down below it in 2020, but you know, all these years it's actually been above. So the price of Bitcoin has been above this 50-week moving average, and during this last bear market last year, for the first time we got multiple monthly closes below the 50 moving average, and that is a bearish sign. Now you can see it closed up right against that 50, and what we want to see really to get nice bullish confirmation is we want to see continuation here, and we want to see the price of Bitcoin close back above the 50-month moving average. If we get that, I think that's going to be a very good sign for the bulls, meaning that this was potentially just a deviation below this 50 moving average and we can continue higher. But that also leaves us vulnerable to if we don't get above this level. And as you can see, I shared that yesterday in that video too. So if you haven't seen that, go and watch that where we looked at the weekly chart. This $25,000 level, 25 to 26,000 is going to be very key. It is the August 2022 high. It is the 50-week moving average. It is the 200-week moving average. And we need to break above there. So ideally, we want to see a monthly close now in February back above 26,000. If we can get that, I think it opens up the path for multiple months of upside, potentially a run up to this Fibonacci golden pocket, which is somewhere in the mid to high 40,000. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on. But also be prepared for the possibility of a rejection or a pullback between 25 and 26. Even from current levels, it could still pull back. Remember, in just a few hours from now, as I'm recording this video, we are going to get the FOMC interest rate decision where people are expecting 25 basis point hike. The consensus is if we get 50 basis point hike, so it's still an aggressive rate hike, we might actually see quite a pullback in the markets. But if it is 25 basis points, and there is talk about potential more slowing or pausing or maybe even cutting, then we might see a big blast continuation to the upside. So both are possible, and I think today we are going to get a resolution on that also. Just wanted to show you here the monthly candle. It looks good. We want to get one more candle above that 26,000, above this 50 moving average, and then I think we are looking good for potentially multiple months of upside later this year. Now heading over to the Ethereum chart on monthly, you can see it's also a nice green candle over here. You could argue that was a bullish engulfing candle, and as you can see also, I shared this yesterday on the weekly chart, same thing on the monthly, we have this resistance over here. So we want to see Ethereum get back above, say, $1,800 with a monthly close. That would be ideal because it would open up the path potentially here also to the Fibonacci golden pocket of over $3,000. We are above the 50 monthly on Ethereum, which is nice to see. We do have some resistance up ahead here, up to 1800, which is also the 50-week moving average. I covered that in yesterday's video. We get above $1,800 with a monthly close in February, and I think things will be a lot more bullish. Obviously, have to be careful of a rejection, and if we get back below this 50 monthly with a monthly close, that would be bad, and that would probably signal the bears are in charge, and at that point we might get a retest of the lows or new lows. So this month is going to be telling. Hopefully, like the historic data shows, February tends to be more green than red. So hopefully this year in 2023, we are going to get a green February. We get those monthly closes above these key resistance levels, and that opens up the door for maybe a rally into May, June, July, and hopefully targeting this Fibonacci golden pocket with a lot more upside. That would be fantastic to see, but we will know at the end of this month how this is going to play out. Just a quick look at the S&P 500 on the monthly. You can see that is a green candle, but it doesn't show us too much. Hopefully this is bullish, right? We got the two greens, a red and now a green. Hopefully we see that continuation here to the upside. There's a lot of people watching this. We obviously have the trend line that a lot of people are watching, where, you know, people are watching this hoping for a breakout here. Obviously the horizontal level here too. If we can break out above, it's going to be great for the bulls potentially. And we have gotten back above the 50-week moving average. We've gotten a golden cross, so it does look promising. Hopefully we get that breakout. We get a big green February in stocks, in crypto, and that hopefully opens up the door to, you know, higher for the next several months. Like I said, May, June, July, a nice rally up to then in stocks, in crypto. It'll catch most people by surprise, and then we have to be careful if at that point, if that happens and they start cutting rates, we have to be cautious of a major sell-off in stocks and crypto after that, because that usually tends to follow once they start cutting rates. So we're going to know today, we're going to know more answers about the FOMC, what they're going to decide. I might make a video update on that tomorrow or in the next day or two, but in general, we will know there what is going to happen, and hopefully we get that upside breakout. Quick look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and that is leading the S&P 500 a bit. Same trend line, but you can see with the Dow Jones, it has already broken above it. It actually came back to retest it, and now we are here. We've had another green month. Hopefully we continue here to new all-time highs. So the charts on the monthly, in my opinion, do look promising. There is potential for upside, but we haven't gotten it yet. So we need that confirmation. We need February to continue higher. We need February to be a green month, to close above those key resistances, and then we can consider the scenario of another multi-month, maybe into May, June, July rally in stocks and crypto. That would be fantastic. So we're going to find out very soon. I think today is going to be a volatile move. Be careful with any leverage trading. With the FOMC, we'll get a decision. We'll see soon what happens. If we do get a pullback, as long as it stays above certain levels that I've already discussed in yesterday's video, the dip could be just a pullback in a bullish trend that's going higher. So personally, I'm going to be looking to long dips if we get that pullback and it stays above my criteria, above my key levels, and then we're gonna have to wait and see how this plays out. But I hope we get that green February. It is looking promising. Let's see what happens this month, and I will be back with an update on the monthly charts on the 1st of March.